So we are discussing the characteristics of the distributed file systems. Those are transparency, concurrency, replication, heterogeneity, fault tolerance, consistency, and security and efficiency. So these are the characteristics of the distributed file system. Distributed file system. Okay. So these are the characteristics which we are discussing. Okay, so what are the requirements of distributed file system? So consistency, transparency, and replication, heterogeneity, fault tolerance. Uh, okay, so these are the different. These are the requirements of the distributed file system, which we are discussing. So now today we will discuss about the file service architecture. What's the next thing which we'll discuss? File service architecture. Yeah, today we'll discuss now file service architecture. So an architecture that offers a clear separation of the main concern in providing access to files is by obtaining the by access to files is obtained by structuring the file service as three components. One is flat file service, directory service, and client module. Okay. So how many? What are the components of the file service? Three components. They are flat file service. Three components. They are flat file service, directory service, client module. In the diagram, flat file service, directory service, and client module. So these are the three components of the file service architecture. Three important components of the file service architecture, and the relevant modules and the relationship. So the flat file service and the directory service each export an interface for use by the client program. So these directory service and flat file service export, what they will do, export interface, export the interface for use by the client programs and their RFCs and their RPC interfaces taken together provide a comprehensive set of operations for access to the files. And what a client module provides is it provides a single programming interface with operations on files similar to those found in conventional file systems. Okay, so this client module also provides a single programming interface. It also provides the single interface. Which one? Client module. So client module provides the single interface, and directory service and flat service provide the export interface. What they provide? They provide the export interface for the client programs, RPC interfaces, provide a comprehensive set of operations for access to the files. Whereas the client module provides a single programming interface with operations on files similar to those found in the conventional file. And the design is open in the sense that different client modules can be used to implement different programming interfaces, simulating the file operations on a variety of different operating systems and optimizing the performance for different client and server. So whatever this design is open. Design is open. One of the property of the design is openness. అలానే ఇక్కడ ఫైల్ సర్వీస్ ఆర్కిటెక్చర్ ఈ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ సిస్టమ్స్ లో ఫైల్ సర్వీస్ ఆర్కిటెక్చర్ ఏంటంటే ఓపెన్ అనమాట. అంటే ఏ క్లయింట్ మాడ్యూల్ అయినా డిఫరెంట్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ ని we can implement different programming and simulating the file operations of a variety of different operating systems and optimizing the performance for different client and server hardware configuration and optimize the performance for different client and server hardware. And the division of responsibility between the modules can be defined as follows. So ఏం చేస్తాం మనం డిజైన్, ఎప్పుడైతే డిజైన్ ఓపెన్ అన్నామో సో దాని మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే different client modules can be used to implement different programming interfaces, simulating the file operations on a variety of different operating systems and optimizing the performance for the different client and server. So the division of responsibilities include the finance. So first one is flat file service. So the flat file service is concerned with implementing the operations and contents of the file. Okay. So again, I am writing first one is flat file service. Is responsible for what? Is responsible for flat file service is responsible for uh, implementing the operations on contents of the file. Implement the operations. Flat file service implement the operations on implement the operations on content of the file. On content of the file. So that is the purpose of this flat file service. We can implement the operations on the contents of the file. Clear? Adodhamma? Okay. Now UFID in all required for flat file service. So what is required for a flat file service? UFID. UFID. So what is this UFID? Unique file identifier. What is UFID? Unique file identifier. Unique file identifier. Okay. So what is its purpose in flat file service? Its purpose is to use it to refer to the files in all requests for flat service. Suppose if any operation is requested by from the client, so what it will refer? It refers the so file flat file service refers this UFID. If any client module requests any operation to want to perform on a file, so what it will request? So it will request the UFID, and the division of responsibilities between the file service and directory service is based upon the use of UFID. So the division of responsibility between the files and directories. Two things are there: files and directories. So the division of responsibilities between the files and directories is based upon the use of UFID. So UFIDs are long sequence of bits chosen so that each file has a UFID that is unique among all of the files in the distributed system. So అందుకని UFID ఎప్పుడు కూడా మీరు లాంగ్ స్ట్రింగ్ అంటే సీక్వెన్స్ ఆఫ్ 0100001001 అంత లాంగ్ నెంబర్ ని తీసుకోవాలి. So that there is a unique UFID for all the files. Okay. When the flat file service receives a request to create a file, it generates a new UFID for it. It generates a new UFID for it and returns the UFID to the request. సో ఎప్పుడైతే చెప్పాను కదా ఇప్పుడే, సో యూఎఫ్ఐడి దేనికి ఏదైనా ఆపరేషన్ రిక్వెస్ట్ చేసిన క్లయింట్, సో ఆపరేషన్ ని ఆ యూఎఫ్ఐడి ద్వారా చేస్తాం అనమాట. సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ క్రియేట్ అనే ఆపరేషన్ చేయాలనుకోండి, ఎలా చేస్తాం? సో క్రియేట్ అనే రిక్వెస్ట్ వచ్చింది కాబట్టి ఇట్ జనరేట్ న్యూ యూఎఫ్ఐడి ఫర్ ద ఐడి అండ్ రిటర్న్స్ ద యూఎఫ్ఐడి టు ద రిక్వెస్టర్. కొత్త యూఎఫ్ఐడి క్రియేట్ చేసి అది రిక్వెస్టర్ కి సెండ్ చేస్తాం అనమాట. దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ది ఫైల్ సర్వీస్ module, flat file service module. Second module is a directory service module. What is the second module here? Second module is a directory service module. So your flat file service is important in UFID. UFID is the important thing in flat file service. So unique file identifier. Unique file identifier. That is about the flat file service. Next, second one is directory service. So what is this directory service? And what is associated with the directory service now to perform operations requested by the client. So directory service provides a mapping between text names for files and their UFIDs. So text names ki okay, so it provides the directory service provides a mapping between the text names for files and their UFID. ఇక్కడ UFID ఎక్కడ వస్తుంది? ఫ్లాట్ ఫైల్ సర్వీస్. సో UFIDలో వచ్చిన ఫ్లాట్ ఫైల్ సర్వీస్ కి ఈ టెక్స్ట్ నేమ్స్ కి మధ్య మ్యాపింగ్ అనేది క్రియేట్ చేసిన అనమాట. ఎవరు? డైరెక్టరీ సర్వీస్. ఇట్ క్రియేట్స్ అ మ్యాపింగ్ బిట్వీన్ ది UFID అండ్ ది ఫ్లాట్ టెక్స్ట్ నేమ్స్. UFID అండ్ ది టెక్స్ట్ నేమ్. And clients may obtain the UFID file by coding the text name to the directory service. That directory service provides the functions needed to generate the directories to add the new file name to the directory and obtain UFIDs from the directory. Okay, so it is a client of the flat file service. The directory files are stored in files of the flat file service. And a hierarchic file naming scheme is adopted as in Unix. Directories hold references to the other directory. సో ఏదైనా క్లయింట్ ఏమైనా రిక్వెస్ట్ అడగాలనుకోండి, క్లయింట్ ఏం పాస్ అంటే యూఎఫ్ఐడి పాస్ అయ్యేది. క్లయింట్ యూఎఫ్ఐడి పాస్ అయ్యేది ఫ్లాట్ ఫైల్ సర్వీస్లో. ఇక్కడ డైరెక్టరీ సర్వీస్లో క్లయింట్ ఏం పాస్ చేయాలంటే టెక్స్ట్ నేమ్ పంపిస్తాడు, టెక్స్ట్ నేమ్ పాస్ చేస్తాడు. సో దాంతో మనం ఏం చేయొచ్చు? వీ కెన్ ఐడెంటిఫై ది ఫైల్ ఆన్ విచ్ యాక్చువల్ ఆపరేషన్ ఈజ్ రిక్వైర్డ్ టు పెర్ఫార్మ్. అలానే Directory service ఏముందంటే it also provides the functions needed to generate the directories to add new file names to directories and obtain the UFIDs from the directory. సో డైరెక్టరీకి ఒక నేమ్ యాడ్ చేయాలన్న అలానే సో డైరెక్టరీ సర్వీస్ ఎందుకు? సో డైరెక్టరీ సర్వీస్ దేనికంటే ఇట్ ప్రొవైడ్ ది ఫంక్షన్స్ నీడెడ్ టు జనరేట్ ది డైరెక్టరీస్. ఏదైనా డైరెక్టరీస్ జనరేట్ చేయాలనుకోండి, సో దానికి కొన్ని కమాండ్స్ కావాలి. ఆ కమాండ్స్ ఎవరు జనరేట్ చేస్తారంటే ఈ డైరెక్టరీ సర్వీస్ చేస్తాం అన్నమాట. ఇట్ యూస్ టు క్రియేట్ ఎ డైరెక్టరీ, okay, and also add a few file names to your directory and obtain a UFIDs from the directories. And obtain the UFIDs from the directory. So it is a client of the flat file service. It is a client. It is a client of the flat file directories that are stored in files or the flat file service. And when hierarchical file naming service is adopted as in Unix, directories will references to other directory. So one directory can refer to another directory. అంటే డైరెక్టరీలో సబ్ డైరెక్టరీ అంటారు దాన్ని. సో డైరెక్టరీలో సబ్ డైరెక్టరీ ఉండొచ్చు, మరి సబ్ డైరెక్టరీలో ఫైల్స్ ఉండొచ్చు. సో దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ది డైరెక్టరీ సర్వీస్. నెక్స్ట్ థర్డ్ వన్ ఈజ్ క్లయింట్ మాడ్యూల్. వాట్ ఇస్ ద థర్డ్ వన్? క్లయింట్ మాడ్యూల్. ఓకే, సో what is the next? Third one is client module. So what is this module present in the file service architecture? So a client module runs in each client computer, integrating and extending the operations of the flat file service and the directory service under a single application programming interface that is available to user level programs in client computers. Where in the computer? So a client module runs in each computer, integrating and extending the operations of the flat file service and the directory service under a single programming application, single application program interface that is available to user level programs in the client program, in the user level programs in the client module. So for every user level program, what it will create is it will extend its functionality in the flat file service and the directory service under a single application programming interface. Okay, so these are the client. For example, in Unix has a client module would be provided that emulates the full set of Unix file operations, interpreting Unix multi-part file names by iterative request to the directory. The full set of Unix file of interpreting Unix multi-part file names by iterating requests to the directory. So the client module also holds information about the network location of the file, flight server, and the directory server portal. So finally, client module can play an important role in achieving the satisfactory performance through the implementation of cache of recently used file blocks at the ensuring performance of the implementation of the cache of recently used file blocks at the end. So client module performs a major role in introducing the cache. So we have seen yesterday. So cache improves the performance. So that performance can be improved by introducing the cache at the at the client. Okay, next is flat file service interface. What is the third one? So client module over, flat file service over, directory service over, client modules as well. So client module plays an important role in providing the it plays an important role in achieving the satisfactory performance of the introduction of cache in the blocks at the client side. Okay, and this client module also information about the network locations of the flat file server and directory process. So these locations where they are located. So location of directory service and flat file service also known to the client module. Client module knows the location of directory service on the flat file service. Clear? అర్థమవుతుందండి? So this is the nothing but client module. Now file flat file service interfaces. What is this flat file service interface? Okay, so interface means, yeah, like this one. So block definition of a interface to a flat server. This is the RPC interface used by the client module. Okay. Yeah. Now, what is this flat file service interface? So this contains the definition of the interface to a flat file service. So this is the RPC interface used by the client module. So it is not normally used directly by the user level programs. A field is invalid if the file that it refers to is not present in the server processing the request, or if it access the permissions are inappropriate for the operation needed. So all of the procedures in the interface except create through exception in the field argument contains an invalid UFID or the user does not have sufficient access rights. So these exceptions are omitted from the definition for the clarity. Clear? And the most important operations are those for reading and writing. So both the read and write operations require a parameterized specifying the position in the file. So the read operation copies the sequence of n data items beginning at an item I from the specified file into the data. See here. See in the diagram. Field, file ID, n is the number of bytes and I is the position where you want to start reading. Okay, so at n data items beginning at the item A, so which is returned to the client. Which is returned to the client. Next, the write operation, read operation. Next, the write operation, the write operation copies the sequence of data items in data into a specified file. Okay, so write ఏం చేస్తుంది, డేటాలో ఉన్నదాన్ని ఫైల్లోకి రైట్ చేస్తుంది. రైటింగ్ ఎక్కడ జరుగుతుంది, ఫైల్ కా డేటా కా అంటే ఫైల్లోకి రైట్ చేస్తుంది. ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తుందంటే డేటాలో నుంచి వస్తుంది అనమాట. ఓకే, అండ్ creates a new empty file and returns the UFID that is generated. What is create? Create generates a file ID. So new empty UFID gets generated by the create. And what about delete? Delete removes that particular file ID. So if you, whatever the file ID you will pass UFID. File ID means UFID. So whatever the file ID you want to delete, just simply pass it as a parameter to the delete function. Simply you want to know create a new file ID, simply call the function called create. And if you want to read the data, okay, you can n bytes of data you want to read, you can just simply read the data from the file ID. You want to write the data into the file ID from the data, you can do that using write file. Clear? That is about this read, write, create and delete. Next is get attribute and set attribute. So what are these get attribute and set attribute? So these attributes enable the clients to access the attribute record. What is this? Attribute record. Get attribute of attribute record and set attribute of file ID comma attribute. So get attribute is normally available to any client that is allowed to read the file. See here. ఏ ఫైల్ అయినా రీడ్ చేద్దాం అనుకుంటే చాలు. సో గెట్ అట్రిబ్యూట్స్ విల్ బి రెడీలీ అవైలబుల్. అండ్ సిమిలర్లీ access to set attribute operations would normally be restricted to the directory service that provide access to the file. And set attribute is restricted to the directory service. Restricted to the what type of operation? Directory service that provide access to the file. And the value of the length and timestamp portions of the attribute record are not affected by the set attribute. Are not affected by the set attribute. మనకు తెలుసు attributes of a file అంటే ఏవేంటండి? Length of the file, read timestamp, write timestamp. ఓకే, సో ఇంకా 4 types of ఉన్నాయి. సో ఇంకా 4 ఉన్నాయి. సో అవన్నీ ఉంటేనే వాటిల్లో ఏది ఎఫెక్ట్ కాదండి? టైమ్ స్టాంప్ పోర్షన్ అనేది ఎఫెక్ట్ కాదు. దేనివల్ల? లెంత్ అండ్ టైమ్ స్టాంప్ మాత్రం ఎఫెక్ట్ కాదు. మిగిలినవి మాత్రం డెఫినెట్ గా ఎఫెక్ట్ అవుతాయి. ఎఫెక్ట్ అవుతాయి. టైమ్ స్టాంప్, లెంత్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫైల్ మాత్రం నెవర్ ఎఫెక్టెడ్ బై ది సెట్ అట్రిబ్యూట్. నెవర్ ఎఫెక్టెడ్ బై ది సెట్ అట్రిబ్యూట్. Is the concept clear to everyone? What are the different get attributes and set attributes functions? So get attribute or set attribute is actually involved with the majorly set attribute and is involved with the